Hello there, my name is Lucas, this is a bit of lit, and I'm here to talk about part 3 of the Legends of the Condor Heroes, A Snake Lies Waiting. This book follows Guo Jing just after he left Peach Blossom Island, and he's on the boat that Apothecary Huang Rong, or Lotus Huang's father, had built so that he could join his wife in the afterlife. He is with Zhou Botong and Count Seven Hong, the chieftain of the Beggar clan. That comes to be very important in this book because there's a big fight over who will be the next chieftain, the 19th chieftain. But as the boat is sinking, you get right into the action right away. And Viper Ouyang and Gallant Ouyang, still wanting to get the Nine Yin Manual, come to save the day. Or do they? Because it seems like they're out to get revenge as well. And this leads to a lot of hijinks and chaos and destruction and plots and schemes, ultimately leaving a lot of these men stranded on an island after Lotus arrives. And there's even more chaos and hijinks and crazy stuff going on, and it is quite fun in the beginning, I would say, but then it kind of loses me when it reintroduces a whole bunch of other characters, like Vigor Lee, for example, and I just kind of feel like there's so many things that are happening. And one thing that I don't really care about this novel for is that constantly the bad guys, doing as they often do, get themselves in a position where they're in charge and they've got the upper hand. Jin Yong has an amazing ability to find a way to make sure that the heroes can escape that danger, and then they will get the upper hand. But every time, even though they know that these people are going to kill them if they have the chance, they want to act with heroism, I suppose. They are heroes, so I suppose they're the good guys. But it just felt like this happened again and again. The good guys, you know, Guo Jing and Lotus and Count Seven Hong, they're the ones in control. They don't want to let Viper or Gallant die, and so they will save them or protect them somehow. And then this immediately leads to those two having the upper hand and ready to kill them immediately. But Jin Yong is brilliant and knows how to get them out of that problem in a very logical way and really fun way. But then again, it just felt like they're not very smart when they've been really smart the whole time, and they were smart just a moment ago when they got out of the situation that led them to this, and they're going to allow themselves to be in that situation again. And then the ending gets pretty good again, especially when Guo Jing shows up, the daughter that was betrothed to Guo Jing, the daughter of Temujin, or Genghis Khan, as some might know him as. This causes all kinds of conflict. Not to mention that, but I mean, that is really just a great moment of tension in the book. But not only that, but another great moment, a great series of events would be the Yang Kong arrives again and he manipulates Mercy Mu. He's so wicked, and I love it. It's brilliant. But he manipulates his way into being the chieftain of the Beggar clan, which has two sects, the washed and the unwashed, which I don't really understand why that's such a big deal, but it is a big deal. It makes a big point about it. However, Lotus had been taught by Count Seven Hong dog beating cane kung fu, and knows all the moves, but only a chieftain can give those moves to another chieftain, so there's all kinds of tension and drama there. And then there's a little bit at the end, which I won't spoil, but they narrowly escape, and all I can say is I'm looking forward to the fourth book, A Heart Divided, because Although I think this was definitely the weakest. It just felt like the characters act smart and then they act dumb so that they can act smart again. Quite often, especially in the middle. I have heard that the fourth one ramps back up and is extremely well done. And I'm looking forward to it because it looks like it's also the longest. If you've read this series or if you've read this one, what do you think? This one was translated by Anna Homewood and Gigi Chang, and I feel like it was a good novel, just not a good Legends of the Condor Heroes novel, especially after A Bond Undone, which was just mind-blowing, which was somehow even better than A Hero Born, which... those two are incredible, and this was a bit of a letdown. But, you know, there's always this trouble with having kind of a book in the middle. Although A Bond Undone is also in the middle, it really sets up a lot, and the tension and drama is incredible, and the alliances get really confused and muddled really well and in a really great way. This one, not as much. But the problem with like middle books in this one is that they're setting up for an incredible payoff, which I expect I will be getting in A Heart Divided, which I have just here. And I have it in hardback, which I didn't mean to do. I just bought it on Taobao. But this one is translated by Gigi Chang and Shelley Bryant, and it is the last one. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you. Let me know what you think. Oh.